After years of laying low, Liam Neeson is finally stepping into a new chapter. He just sold his massive penthouse in NYC. Yeah, the same one he and his late wife, Natasha Richardson, bought together back in '99 for $3.9 million. This 4,524 square foot spot was actually 3 units merged into one, up on the 28th floor of a 56-story building with these insane floor-to-ceiling windows that give you full 360-degree views of Central Park and even a peek at the Hudson. It's the home where they raised their 2 boys. And now, it just sold for over $10 million, a big move, a big change. With that door closed, Liam seems ready for a clean slate, both in movies and in life. His latest film, The Naked Gun, did more than just blow up at the box office. It sparked a little something with his co-star, Pamela Anderson. And while they're playing it coy in interviews, insiders say these two are the real deal, totally vibing and big on keeping things chill and private. It's a sweet new beginning for a man who's been flying solo for over 10 years since losing the love of his life. But even with this new romance lighting up headlines, it brings back memories of another love story. One from way, way back. Long before Liam was Hollywood's go-to action hero, way before Natasha ever entered the picture, there was another woman. A woman he once called an extraordinary human being. And yeah, she still talks about their love story, even now. My girlfriend back then was an up-and-coming actress named Helen Mirren. Wait, let's just take that in for a sec. You think you know all the Hollywood couples? Then, bam, Helen Mirren and Liam Neeson? Total curveball. These two were together for 4 years. They even lived together. Liam was head over heels, and Helen, just as in it. But what really went down that made them go their separate ways after all that time? This was way before the days of Instagram and TMZ, but even without the spotlight, these two legends gave us one of the most unexpected love stories in Hollywood. Liam was 29. Helen was 36. They met while filming Excalibur in 1981, and that's where the sparks flew, or at least that's when Liam fell. Hard. He remembered the exact moment. Helen was walking toward him, rocking her full Morgana Le Fay costume, and boom, he was gone. But actually, he'd seen her before that. He first laid eyes on her when she was on stage playing Lady Macbeth. She was so sexy, he said. I thought, damn, that's Helen Mirren. And up close, just as stunning, so real, so grounded. I was in love with this extraordinary woman, Liam said. So yeah, seeing her again on the Excalibur set just hit different. She's walking up from like 100 yards away, fully decked out as Morgana, and Kieran, Liam's oldest friend, they both just looked at each other like, yup, game over. I fell in love with Helen Mirren, he said. Oh my God. Just imagine this. You're on a medieval set, riding horses in full armor, sword fighting like a knight, and falling in love with Helen Mirren. Doesn't get more cinematic than that. And guess what? It was the start of a full-on love story. Liam's feelings just kept growing the more they worked together. And soon enough, he realized Helen felt the same. Back then, rumor had it that if Helen had a crush on someone, she'd mimic their walk behind their back. One day on set, Liam turned around and caught her doing exactly that. That's how he knew. The two started dating right away, and the love got deeper real fast. They even moved in together. Couldn't stand to be apart for long. Adventuring, road trips, camping under the stars. Helen even taught Liam how to drive. Yeah, her. And you had a pretty iconic driving instructor, right? I did, Liam said. A lady named Dame Helen Mirren. One of Helen's favorite stories, and yeah, she's told it more than once, was about one of their camping trips. They were in this tiny little tent, Liam's 6'4" and barely fitting inside, and it just poured rain the entire time. Not a cute campsite with hot showers and hookups, just a field, mud, rain, straight chaos. I normally like camping. With Lee, she said. Well, maybe try it again with my husband. Exactly. But camping and road trips weren't all they did. Helen was already a star, and she didn't hesitate to help Liam out. She believed in him, helped him get an agent, pushed him forward, and it worked. But not without a cost. Liam struggled to land gigs. As Helen's star rose, he started feeling stuck. Like he was in her shadow. That didn't sit right with him. Eventually, Helen realized he needed to make it on his own. No handouts. No borrowed spotlight. After nearly 5 years together, the two broke up. It hurt. They were still in love. But Liam handled it with so much grace. Helen later said, "It was hard for him to be in my shadow." Still, Liam never forgot what she did for him. She helped launch his career, got him an agent, gave him that first real push. She taught him how to drive and how to believe in himself. Even after they split, there was no bad blood. In fact, they stayed close. 30 years later, they were side by side on The Graham Norton Show, cracking jokes like old friends. When asked about Liam, Helen didn't hold back. "We didn't just date. We lived together. We were serious. Lucky me." And when Liam shared that moment he first fell for her on set, Helen was shocked. "You never told me that," she said. "That's amazing." They never really shared why they broke up, but clearly they ended things on a good note. Later, both found new love. In 1997, Helen married director Taylor Hackford. She never believed in marriage until him. "We were together 26 years, but only married for 10, she said. It took them 15 years to finally tie the knot, mostly for legal reasons, and because their families wanted it. She said she finally stopped choosing work over love when she met Taylor. "I was 38, she said. Pretty late to fall for someone like that." Liam? He married Natasha Richardson, daughter of Hollywood royalty. They had 2 sons and stayed together until 2009, when Natasha died in a tragic ski accident. Liam and his boys were devastated. For a long time, he couldn't believe she was gone. He'd wait for her to walk through the door, like it had all just been a bad dream. But he found a strange kind of peace knowing that Natasha's organs saved 3 lives. Even in death, she gave life. "I mourned her," Liam said. "I still visit her grave often." After that, Liam went through it. His family, his sobriety, even his faith was tested. He admitted that he started drinking too much. Eventually, he gave it up. Growing up Catholic, losing Natasha shook him hard, but his son, their eldest, found a way to keep her memory alive. In 2018, he changed his last name to Richardson. Liam may have lost his soulmate, but he still had fatherhood, and that was reason enough to keep going. It's been more than 30 years since Liam and Helen's love story ended. But to this day, they're still one of Hollywood's most beloved former couples. They were magic. They were real. And man, what a time to be in love. They took different roads. They found new love. But they always respected what they once had. And that's a kind of love that never really fades.